Yo, what's up, everybody? This is episode 111 of the Streamer's Paradise podcast. I'm Hazy. We got Clutch and Bo. What's good, boys?
What up, guys?
Can we hear everybody clear? Is it all good?
Mic check, mic check.
Yo, I'm fucking winded from running around trying to get here or back here in time.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. All right, let's do this. Yo, so I've been excited all day to talk about this shit. All day thinking about it. Motherfucking P. Diddy. What has happened to the world that we live in? Where the people that we grew up idolizing are absolute monsters. And I say we have, what, R. Kelly right now and P. Diddy essentially, you know, getting caught up in the same thing. I know one has to do with minors and one doesn't. But what the fuck? P. Diddy's going down for sex trafficking. Now, we're going to break that all down. But what have you heard about it? Guys, let's, Clutch, what have you heard about it? Let's hear from you.
I mean, just basically that they just got him finally. Although, like, this, I was wondering why they're not getting him yet, because this thing's been rumored for the last few months. All these sexual parties and he was having, I guess, in my opinion, it's the feds wanted to get all the concrete evidence before they actually lock him up. You know,
but what are they locking him up for? Now, here's where it gets interesting.
I guess the evidence that I heard, just because the evidence they have, like one of them supposedly was like 1,000 bottles of like lubricant.
Why is that illegal?
I guess he used for the parties. I guess yeah. I don't know all the full details with everything. I just heard that was one of the evidence they had.
Yeah, but
with
that's
the case, basically.
That's not evidence of a crime. Just 1,000 bottles of lube. It's weird, but it's not evidence of a crime.
So weird as fuck.
So let me break this down real quick. Let me break this down real quick. He has been charged with a RICO case, right? Now, a RICO case is what they use for the mafia. It's to describe and take down like these criminal organizations, which means they were together having the same exact thought. They talked about it prior, right? Like they are going to do this. It's illegal and they're doing it for either gratification or profit, right? It's one of the two. That's what it is. Now, I don't want to just say it straight off the bat, right? But there's no minors involved in this situation, unlike R. Kelly, right? R. Kelly was accused of raping minors, which is, it doesn't matter who it is, how old they are, whatever. It's fucking horrible. But Diddy is being accused of this. Now, let me just say this out loud because I don't understand how this is illegal. I really don't understand how this is illegal. Now, he beat up Cassie and she sued him. He was on videotape doing all kinds of crazy shit to her, which is what apparently started this, right? So the Cassie video comes out. Let's break down the timeline now, right? The Cassie video comes out. Now, let's watch the Cassie video real quick because this shit is horrible. He's a piece of shit. Cassie Diddy video. Here it is. Let me see. Where's the screen? Boop.
And was this after the settlement too?
No. This came out. So he settled the day after she brought the lawsuit.
Yes, I remember that. Okay.
Let me take my overlays. Alert box. Why am I having so much trouble finding this? Oh wow.
Or chat bot.
I just feel so stupid. It's okay.
Is it? No, I was gonna say, is it part of your? So like I do mine on Stream Elements, so the overlay is there, so I can't turn it off from inside of my.
No, my alert box is
OBS.
Might have renamed
somewhere.
It by accident. Anyway, it's okay. All right, let's see the video here. Right here. Here we go. Well, maybe that's not the whole video. Diddy assaulted Cassie as she tried to escape the hotel. Oh, okay. So that's some information I didn't know. Okay, so First of all, let's just talk about the video in itself as it's in its own. Right, hold on, let me mute this because we don't want to hear what they have to say, right? So this is him kicking the shit out of his fucking girlfriend and famous singer, Cassie, right? Look at her. This beautiful young actress and singer getting dragged by her hair, kicked, thrown around, and that is in the middle of a hotel room packed with people. Apparently, he dropped a big old stack of $100 bills to the people that saw what was going on, and then gave some more money to people who were in the hotel staff for that video not to go nowhere. Now, I don't know the process in which how the video got out after everything, but Cassie went to sue him, okay? Took him to court to sue him for $50 million. Think about how much money that is. $50 million. He apparently settled the lawsuit the next day. So, like, she brought him to court. Essentially, she was saying, I'm going to sue you if you don't give me however much money. And he said, nah, fuck you. I ain't doing it. And she said, okay, I'm finally going to sue you now. Like, I'm finally going to do what I need to do. And suing him obviously brings out these kinds of, you know, allegations and charges, right? So she has the proof. I don't know how she got the proof, but she had it. She sues him. The next day, $50 million is in her bank account. And we get this video, right, that we just saw in the beginning here, right, where he grabs her by her hair. Looks like he grabbed her by her hair after he ran down the hallway, kicks her in her leg, and then drags her by her sweatshirt in an incredibly brutal and disgustingly disturbing way. I mean, look at her. This is, I mean, it's just insane. Call me, the cops are here. I got 6 kids. Yo, please call. I'm surrounded. You're going to abandon me all alone. I don't know what the... Oh. When you get fucked up, you not... Anyhow. So then he apologizes, right? The video comes out and he apologizes. Let's hear this video. Why can't I... Diddy...
Consider his life to be in danger.
Apology.
I would consider his life to be in danger if he were to be put with other inmates. He simply...
Yeah, just so you know too, while you're doing this, if you, in OBS, if you take your screen share and you slide it up in the order, it'll be on top of your overlay.
Yeah, I know how that goes.
So it'll be on top of the words.
There it goes. Ready?
So difficult to
I have it down because it's usually bigger. Anyhow.
in your life, but sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, and go into rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
All right, go fuck yourself, Diddy. All right, so that's what we got as far as like the video of Cassie and then of the apology, right? That's the way it looks. That's the way it was. And then all of a sudden we heard whispers. If you were paying attention to the news at all about it, right? Like, not everybody's going to hear it, but some people do. They've been saying for a little bit. Well, let me just turn this up a little bit. How's that music, guys? Is it all right? Is the music okay right here? Is it too loud? Is it too low? Just let me know real quick before we continue. Also, yeah, real quick.
Well, it's pretty low on my end.
Low?
Sounds
Pretty low?
good to me.
Still good? Can turn it up a little bit? Or is it good? Okay. All right. So moving right along. All this stuff is going on. That video comes out. She sues him. Apparently, in order to sue someone, you have to have some kind of proof, right? In order to get it done, for a lawyer to want to waste time, not waste time, but like a lawyer's not going to waste his time if there wasn't something substantial there, right?
Like those type of lawyers get paid a commission, so it's like if they don't think it's worth it, they're not even gonna pursue it.
$50 million, they're getting 30% of that. You know what I mean? Like that's a no joke. So, anyhow, it prompts an investigation. Those investigators end up raiding Diddy's house earlier this year in March. Do you remember seeing that on the news?
Yeah, I saw that, and he wasn't there.
I do remember hearing about it.
He wasn't there at the house, right?
So from what the FBI is releasing, they say that he apparently knew they were coming and hopped on his private jet, went across the country. That's not across the country, across the sea, right? And went to the UK or someplace not in America. So he got his house raided. When they raided his house, they obviously find guns because he's got security and all that shit. And I think that they took his video footage, right? Like the video from the surveillance. They took his computers. They took a ton of stuff. Now, fast forward to September. There has been more whispers in the news that Diddy's getting investigated. He's doing this. He's doing that. More people are coming out with interviews, saying all kinds of stuff. People that worked close with him. And now, what they're alleging. Okay, now this is an alleged thing. Now, is he guilty and is he criminally liable, in my opinion, for what he did to Cassie? 100%. The dude's a scumbag. Fuck him. I'll never listen to his music the same way again. Right? Like, I don't listen to R. Kelly music the same. I don't listen to Michael Jackson music the same. Like, do I still like the songs? Yes. But I don't go out of my way to listen to them anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I hear it, obviously I'm like, oh, that song is good. It's a great song. But I don't go out of my way to support, you know, what...
But you're not giving them clicks on Spotify
right,
for money.
Not purposely. You know what I mean? Not purposely. And, you know, coming from a place where abuse like that was... what I grew up watching. I grew up watching that stuff. So it's like, I don't want this shit anywhere near me. So anyway, what they're alleging P. Diddy did was he was essentially the mob boss, and he was flying in prostitutes from all over the country across state lines where he would host these parties. He called them freak-offs, where he would hire prostitutes, he would have his friends come over, he would have tons of drugs, thousands of bottles of lube, like you said, right? Fresh bed sheets, all this stuff. He would make it so that way, you know, anything that you wanted was there, including drugs. Now, this is where it gets a little funky. He's having people supplied with ketamine and ecstasy and all this stuff in order to prolong parties and maybe gain a bit of control over people, right? Because it's a manipulative tactic if you are holding drugs and somebody wants those drugs, right? And just because you have money doesn't mean that you can get drugs. You have to be able to find them. You know what I mean? So there's like a whole process to it, which is another story.
It's really easy when your friend...
Right, that too.
Just has them at his part.
But that's like saying, like Matthew Perry, for instance, and we're not going to go into this, but Matthew Perry's drug dealers were his assistant, his doctor, and then like a middleman, and they were all upcharging him hundreds of dollars, calling him a fucking idiot, and just making fun of him behind his back. Matthew Perry didn't give a shit. He had millions of dollars. Go get me my drugs. I'm getting high. Fuck you guys. Right? Like, nobody's really on the same page here. Anyhow. He's got drugs in these hotel rooms. He's got all this stuff. And apparently, he was filming all of it. So they're saying that there's going to be so many more names of people that come out. More people that are going to get in trouble. But he is at the top of the list. So if you are taking a prostitute that is in Florida, okay, and you fucking buy them a plane ticket and fly them to Las Vegas to party with you, regardless if it's consensual or not, that's sex trafficking. Is that fucking nuts or is that fucking nuts?
It's weird.
I think that's crazy.
That's a weird way to. That's like a far-fetched.
He also had both.
It
like, male
probably
and
meets the
female.
definition.
But what does it
probably
matter
meets
what the
definition?
What is the sex that they are though? Like what is that? That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
What the what
I'm just
sex they are.
saying. Usually, I mean, I guess when you were comic church actors, it's like prostitutes, females, but they had both males and females, all different types of ages. I think up and coming workers of his too, like the people like the
he had all kinds of people involved in it, and and they were saying that he used the power of being the boss to pressure people into it. Right?
Exactly.
Like people that didn't necessarily want to do it were doing it because they, it's Diddy. It's Diddy. What else am I gonna do? Am I gonna say no? I'm gonna lose my job. I'm gonna do this.
You lose your job. He cuts you off. You don't get no more money from him. Like he does anything like that. He got all that power. Damn, man.
It's also not even just like cut you off, but it's like for those up and comers. Like that's
what I'm saying.
That's what you mean.
That's my fame. That's how I'm gonna make it.
So
that's my ticket.
They're bringing back different interviews of things like Usher Raymond, the famous Usher, lived with P. Diddy when he was 16 years old, 15 and 16 years old for a whole year. What do you think went on with that friggin' kid? You know what I mean?
He knows. I also saw an interview now, like he's older, and then somebody had asked Usher, like, "Oh, would you take your daughter to a Diddy party?" He straight up said, "Nope."
No.
Nope. He said, "Nope."
No.
Right away. Nope.
So here's my question, right? If he's so they charge him for sex trafficking because he was hiring prostitutes from other states and flying them into the state that he was in. Cynical, thank you so much for the biddies. Thanks for being here. Flying them into the state, that is apparently sex trafficking. I did not know that it could be as simple as that.
Like
I had no clue.
That's so crazy.
I had no clue.
I'm not saying that what he did was right. It's just saying that's a crazy, like far-fetched.
It's not far. It's not. It's not even far-fetched or a trick. Prostitution's illegal.
No, I know, but
you can't hire a prostitute in another state and then pay for them to travel. That's trafficking. It makes perfect sense. I just never put that together. Like, if you're hiring somebody for sex, not only is that action illegal, right? Because that's soliciting a prostitute. You can't solicit for sex in most states. I think Nevada's the only one that you can, and it's not even all of Nevada. I think it's just a certain county. And it's not Las Vegas, from what I understand. It's where the Bunny Ranch is.
No, it's not too far out of where the Bunny Ranch is. Yeah. I mean, the what?
The what?
The what?
The Bunny Ranch?
I don't know what that is.
Bro, we all saw the documentary on HBO when we were 13. Like,
I didn't. I actually found out about it. I actually did not see the documentary. I just know about it from people that went there.
Oh, I've never known anybody who went there. I just know that when I was like 13, 14 years old, there was a thing on HBO called Real Sex. And that's where I watched it. And I watched it there. I learned almost all shit. Look at for real though. Kayla's laughing, Coach, because they know. They know this shit is.
Oh, I've seen that. I don't remember. I just don't remember the Bunny Ranch from
the dang Bunny Ranch had a reality show on HBO. I swear to God.
It was just. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, anyhow, that is illegal to do, and then you add the drugs into it. Then you add everybody that's involved, like, he's got his assistant calling this person, his manager calling that person, right? They're all in a fucking... It's a criminal organization at that point, because you are knowingly doing something illegal, and you're doing it going through state lines. So that means you are trafficking for sex, right? So... Now, let's break it down. Who do you think's on these recordings that the feds are watching? Like, what do you think that Federal Bureau of Investigation agent, right? Because they got some rookie in there watching the thousands of hours worth of tape, right? They got somebody in there that's doing the dirty work of having to watch all that shit. They probably got a bunch of people watching it because there's so much of it. But they're going through it. They're watching it. They're taking, notes and documents of everything that they've seen. How many people in Hollywood are scared to death right now, thinking, holy shit, those all-white parties? I mean, that is Hollywood's elite. That is Hollywood's elite. The internet, cameras, this recording in your cell phone thing, it is just, it's not okay for people that are doing bad stuff, you know? They're not okay. It's not okay. If you're doing bad stuff, you're going to get caught nowadays. So you take all that stuff into consideration. He's going to jail, right? He's going to get arrested. So his attorneys put together a $50 million bail bond package, right? He went and sold a house, or he didn't sell it. He paid it off. He paid off like an $18 million loan that he had. He borrowed something from his mom's house. He did a couple of things.
Yo,
So-
did he not have to get rid of his jet?
Oh no, dude. Check it out.
He got rid of TV Network, I think, too.
Check it out. Ready? He got rid of his jet. He did a bunch. He sold it or put it up for sale, something like that, right? There was a bunch of things that he did, and he came up with this package. I'll stay in New York and I'll stay in Florida. I won't go anywhere between those states. I'll wear an ankle monitor. I'll do all that stuff. The judge said no. No. You're not getting out of jail. No bail. Now, and this is what I want to be a clip for the socials this week. So check it out. You're P. Diddy. You have been on top of the world for 30 years. You are a billionaire. Sean John, Bad Boy Records, Ciroc Vodka, just to name a few of his very successful businesses. Okay? Right? Can you imagine the way that it feels when his world finally zooms in on him, right? Because this is what's going to happen to him. He's going to go from living in this lap of luxury with 30 people around him giving him whatever he wants whenever he wants it, to being locked into a closet. Think about that. You have no phone. You have no comforts that make you feel safe. You have the smell of other people and cleaning products and fucking BO. You're eating the most disgusting food. He's been eating filet mignon and lobster. You know what I'm saying? Think about how much he's actually losing. He is losing.
I mean, not that jail is a good thing, right? But you think he's gonna be like a made man in jail?
No, they're not even gonna let him anywhere near other people. They're not even gonna let him anywhere near other people. At least not until he gets to the feds. So here's where it gets even heavier, right? For 30 years, you have been on top of the world. They lock you in a box. They take away your phone. They take away your assistant. You can't have anybody go and get you shit. In fact, you're getting ignored. You gotta ask for everything. Think about how belittled he must feel. He's the person that has told everybody everything for however long it's been. He's been the boss, and now some guy who makes $45,000 a year is gonna tell him no. You know what I mean? Like, just a simple nope, not now. I bet you any amount of money Diddy is crying like a baby. He doesn't have anything to do, so he's probably just that would be my bet. The first 24 hours are the hardest time that you'll ever spend in jail. You're getting processed, right? You get processed sometimes that takes 12 to 24 hours just to go through the jail and get a jumpsuit. Right? And during that time, that's the most dangerous time. I doubt that they put him in holding with everybody else. But going into classification is the hardest part about doing time at all. It's 23-hour-a-day lockdown, right? With that hour, you get a choice between a phone call and a shower or going outside, but you got to pick one of the three. You can't do more than one. You can pick one. I can't wrap my mind around how sick he must feel. Think about how fucking sick that man must be. You lose it all. When you first get arrested and those handcuffs go on, you will think of everything you've ever done, anything that you've ever said to somebody, anything that you've ever been nasty, right? You've said something mean to your mom. You've done this. When you have the time to reflect in the silence, because that silence is deafening. And if he's going to be in solitary, they're going to turn up once he gets there. Turning up is when they face the backside of the door, right? So like they have their back to the door and they kind of lean over and donkey kick the door, right? Because everybody thinks it's cells, like bars. That's not really a thing. A lot of times it's doors, like steel reinforced wood and real thick, heavy
solid
doors.
metal doors.
If it's a sex crime, too, because he ain't gonna show him no love. Yeah, right. It's also sex crimes, and you don't get love in jail. People want to make a name for themselves. So I wouldn't put it past him being a target, and to be honest. But real. I want you to break that down. What would you think about? Let's start with you, Bo. Right? You go to jail, and you get arrested. Right? It starts as people when you get arrested, right? And cops put on those handcuffs and put you in the back of the car. You're on their time now. There's no more you get to make a choice. You get to go do here. When you ever see a video of somebody getting arrested, they're always like, "Can I have my cell phone? Let me smoke a cigarette. I need a drink. It's anything," right? They're like, "Please, please," because they've lost control. They're all of a sudden in handcuffs, and they don't have any say in what they're doing. So when I want you to think about what's the first thing that you would think about. You go to jail, right? You get arrested.
My family.
Right. It's the first thing you're going to think about.
I just wouldn't even know what to do because I don't it's I don't say it's weird, but they're here, right? It's a luxury. I see them. I walk into the door, they're there. I come home from work, they're there. I don't question it. They're always there. I pick them up from school, whatever. And I think that's what would be the hardest part is I'm not walking in my front door. My family's gonna be there. I don't even know what to expect. So
you don't even know what they're doing.
I've never been to jail.
You don't even know what they're doing. You gotta wait until it's time to lock out in order for you to use the phone, right? The phones are not just available at any time of the day. You know what I mean? You gotta be on lockout. All I know is that I had nothing really to lose other than my freedom and my drug use the last time that I went to jail. And there's a difference in people that know they can get out or have a chance of getting out versus people that know they're sitting, right? And the difference is people that want to try and get out, they want to try and get bail, they're sitting on the phone, right? We call it the pain box when we're in jail. Because anytime you call anybody on the phone, all you do is get to hear the outside world, right? All you get to do is hear what you're missing. It's just telling you what you're not around. And then as soon as you hang up, you look around, you're surrounded by 60 other men. And, imagine going to jail and having your daughter. No, I can't. I literally said that the other day to Chi. I said, I could not imagine going to jail with what I have now, right? There was the last time I went to jail, man, I didn't even take a phone call. You know how they give you a phone call when you get arrested? They were like, you want your phone call? No. Ain't nobody coming to get me, and I'm on paper, so I know I'm gonna have a hold. So they're not gonna let me out. But yeah, do you think that this is even something that should be worth 30 years? I mean, sex trafficking is a serious crime, but I feel like it's more serious with people who are not consenting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These are people
No,
who are
that's
hired.
kind of what I meant before, because there is consent, right? It's just...
Yeah, no.
I didn't take it as the typical sex trafficking
right
that you think of.
But that's what the bizarre part about all this is that it makes sense. It's right there. Prostitution's illegal. You can't fucking hire a prostitute or a gigolo or whatever you want to call them, right?
Yeah, when I heard sex trafficking, I was like, he's fucking boxing up kids and sending them out. You know what I mean? That's what I think of, kidnapping children and sending them in a shipping container somewhere. So it's just, yeah, it's crazy. You're right, because it's legit. It is in the rules, but that wasn't what I was expecting.
So Kojak had a good point, right? once the drugs are introduced, doesn't consent kind of go out the window essentially? And I feel as if like you have to consent to take the drugs unless you're being drugged, right? Unless you're being drugged, but then you have to take in the peer pressure aspect, right? Is Diddy holding the drug in like, come on, man, take it. It'll be fun, right? Like, is it that kind of peer pressure? At the end of the day, are we all adults that make our own decisions regardless of what, peer pressure things are happening? So, I mean, essentially, my question is this, right? Say there's a guy, right, that, what did Sheikah say? Nah, I need you guys here. Serve better food than jail. Yeah, I'm not going nowhere. When it comes to the drugs, what is your opinion on that? Like, does consent disappear if you willingly take drugs? Like, are you able to?
I think age is going to play a factor in this. Because if you have like 18 to 21 or even 25-year-olds, right, they're going to look at it like, I mean, the peer pressure is kind of different. Like if, like Clutch said, right, you have people starting a career. So if I'm in my early 20s and I'm trying to make it in the music business and Diddy's offering me drugs, I'd be a lot more likely to take him than if I was somebody in the middle of my music career that didn't really, Diddy maybe helped me get there, but I didn't need him anymore, right? Like I think the peer pressure is going to be different.
I think he also applied the pressure though. Like he let him know, like if you didn't do this, then I'm not gonna help you out with the next, like
right.
the next
But
music
that
video,
is
promoting
still,
it.
but that is still a choice, though. That's what we're trying to say, right? Like the pressure might be there, yes, but aren't you essentially picking between the two?
At my age, I'm not 18, right? Like I clearly, like there's a clear-cut line between right and wrong. It doesn't really blur. So right. And kind of like you guys have kids, right? So like when I had kids, luckily I had a kid pretty young, so I straightened out where a lot of my friends went to jail or died from drug overdoses. I never made those choices. I was like, I have a kid. So I matured a little early, but I think it comes down to a level of maturity to go, okay, look, he might not be able to help me to get there, but fuck that, because I know that that's not right, and I'm not doing that. Versus somebody who's younger and has no real career might be like, risk versus reward. Risk versus reward, right?
I know what you're trying to say, but what about Aubrey O'Day from Danity Kane? She was on TV pretty much saying, no, I'm not doing this. Got fired from making the band and all that shit. And then tried to speak out about it for 20 years. But she was a kid. She was a fucking kid, man. You know what I mean? So
I don't even remember this.
Everybody said she was crazy too.
They made her seem crazy.
She made her, and that's the Diddy power, I think. Diddy would, if you wouldn't go with what Diddy said, he would do that to you in public.
But that's because that was Chappelle's show. That's from Chappelle's show, that skit, Dylon. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but Dylon was on. Dylon was a person on the show, right?
Yeah. He was, I think, a Jamaican rapper or something like that. But
it was around that time.
Yeah, no, it was after that.
Because I don't remember. I don't remember if there was like multiple seasons of that show or.
Yeah, it was after that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, that's not blackmailing. Blackmailing is what he would have done with the videos.
Yes. The actual proof of it.
Right. So having the videos of these freak offs, if he were to take that video and say, yo, I got this video of you, say it's Ashton Kutcher, right? Hey Ashton, I have a video of you having sex with this male prostitute. If you don't give me this contract, I'm gonna show everybody or leak it or whatever. That's
like.
Maybe he did that too, though.
Blackmail.
I don't know if he did that. I don't know all the full details. I feel like I heard that somewhere too, that he did do that.
If you don't come, I'm not promoting you. I mean, that's an ultimatum. I don't know if that's blackmail. It may be extortion, yeah.
Extortion.
That might be an extortion.
So I think they waited till they got it all.
Yeah, I don't think that. Yeah, I think that's more of like.
But that's like
especially being RICO. Like RICO is like 98% of like them winning the cases.
99%.
I mean, oh my God. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they made sure they got evidence on top of evidence.
Right. So it's the Racketeering, Influence, and Corrupt Organizations Act. And the infamous Rudy Giuliani used it to take down the mob in the 80s and 90s. I think that we have a whole lot to look forward to in terms of this case. We, just like R. Kelly, it's a federal case, so we're not going to see any kind of footage from it. They're very tight-lipped, the feds. They take you and you don't see people for years. So I had a friend of mine that he wasn't, let me not say he's a friend. He was an acquaintance that I worked with when I was a young man. I was probably 19 or 20. Nah, maybe 21 even. I might have been 21. I had to have been 21 actually. So they actually made a movie about this. They called it the Newburgh 3 or the Newburgh 5, something like that. Where these guys were essentially approached by a federal witness, a federal informant, who apparently coerced them into saying they would blow up a plane at the airport in a terror attack, right? But like, it wasn't these three guys' idea, right? It was the informant's idea. And they made this whole documentary on it, and they ended up getting let out. It's a pretty good watch. But that's kind of what I'm saying, in the sense of they came and took that guy in the Newburgh 4. Yeah, okay. They took that guy, worked with him at this place, CNS at the time, and they came and took him. And we didn't see him until they let him out. Like, he was just gone. Another buddy of mine, actual real friend, got arrested, and he didn't even get a phone call, nothing. They took him, he was gone for 10 years. And they tell you that in months. So you're getting 147 months or some shit. And you think about 147
it even like
months.
takes a minute to figure out how long that actually even is.
Yeah, it doesn't sound so bad at first. It's like, oh, okay. But then you're like, damn, 100. Every 12 is a year. Holy shit, you know? Anyway. Yeah, there's going to be all kinds of craziness that goes on with this. I'm excited to see how it all unfolds, because I think we might even find out stuff about like the Biggie and Tupac incidents, right? Like,
I honestly do, man. I really feel like deep down he's involved. He must be.
I think he's going to take any kind of information that he has and try and feed it to the feds in order to maybe get a lesson sentence or something like that. Do a Tekashi 6ix9ine, right? But,
so that's where it comes, like, I remember somebody said in the chat, like is this all gonna play out, or like? So I wanted to ask you, what if they Epstein him, where, you know, like?
And they Epstein him, but
would the evidence come out afterwards though, if that happens, or
did Epstein's?
I don't recall.
Yeah, right. They let out a list of people that went to the island. There's no real, there was no video or anything on that island. There was nothing. There has to be an insane amount of fucking proof, and they're not letting it out, right? Like, you know, also that stuff had a lot to do with children, underage kids and stuff, so they probably can't just release that stuff, you know what I mean? They can't release
that makes sense.
Videos and stuff like that. But P. Diddy is not apparently dealing with minors, so we might see footage and different stuff from there. Little by little, things are leaking out. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
I mean, I've been seeing it lately too. Like I said, a lot of politicians, people that were younger. Like, I saw a picture today of J-Lo and Aaliyah and like Busta Rhymes
in a big ass bed, right?
Yeah, and like a big ass bed, all like cuddled up in a way like that. That's crazy. Like, how much of like he could have been doing this whole time, you know? Like, oh my god.
He probably has been
doing it
for a long, long time.
Aaliyah was like, what, 16 at that time, 17? Like, come on, man. Like,
how old was he though?
How old was who?
Diddy.
Diddy's in
when
his
Aaliyah
50s.
Was 16.
I think that Diddy was born in the late.
I have to look it up. But
the late 70s.
I think he could get Epstein though. It depends on how many.
You really believe that Epstein was killed by somebody?
Bigger fish, or depends on how if he's actually the biggest fish in this.
No. So they're saying, people are saying that he was destroying evidence of like the Obamas and all this other crazy shit, right? Because there's even been politicians at these parties, man.
That's a scary part right there. We don't ever get to the politics stuff. Yeah.
No, there's a name I don't want to mention because I fear for my life, but everybody who touches them fucking dies.
Who?
The Clintons, dude.
The Clintons, yeah. That's true.
Anybody that touches them fucking ends up dead somehow. Some wild shit. Dentist accidents.
What dentist accident?
I don't know. No, I was just being sarcastic, but I mean, like, there's been so many crazy. I've heard so many like random things about people that were connected to some shit. Like, went out for a jog and were found dead. Like, just wild shit. I don't even research it. I'm not touching it.
Golf cart explosions.
I don't want to end up on a list.
So when I think of Diddy and what he's doing at this very moment, he is in the fetal position in his bunk, jumping up anytime somebody knocks at his gate. I bet you he's talking to any inmate that'll want to talk to him and stand next to his door, trying to get something, right? So
he's already trying to pay somebody to protect him.
I don't think he needs protection because he's in solitary, man. They're not gonna let somebody touch him.
Yeah, he's not gonna.
He will not be in the general population at all. There is no way, because what would happen for one is either somebody's gonna hurt him or he's gonna end up paying everybody a crazy amount of money, and because you got to think, right? All he's gonna do is, oh, what's your books? I'll put money on your books. I'll put money on your books.
Yeah, like what's all you gotta do is make a phone call and money will be in their account. Like they'll have money for whatever. Yeah,
they'll just max him out, right? So he has so much money that he could he's gonna try and bribe everyone, right? Like he's gonna feel out everything that he can. You have so much money, bro. I bet you that I would bet any amount of money that there is at least one officer in that building that's like, yo, I can't wait to get a hold of this dude. I'm gonna do whatever he wants.
I'll be rich.
Yeah, I'm gonna do whatever he wants. I don't care if I lose my job. I don't even care if I go to jail for 90 days, a year, or whatever. It's fucking gonna be worth it for however much money he's gonna get, right? How much money would it take for you to spend a year in jail? You're gonna miss your kids, though.
I don't know, man.
Right?
Yeah, I was gonna say like, it wasn't that. It wasn't as much as
let me finish the question.
It's more than it used to be.
Let me finish the question, right? You get to see your kids. Your wife stays with you, right? She's loyal. Everything like that is good.
Hey, you just gotta go away for like a year.
You just have to go to jail for a year, but not away, right? Jail. You're going to jail.
Yeah, no, it ain't. You're not going on vacation.
Yeah, you're going to jail. How much money would it take for you to do that?
Oh, I don't even know, dude. I don't even know if I could.
10 mil? I feel like I would do it for 12.
This is like a lot of hypotheticals, but
I would do it
the
for
number's
$1 million
gonna change when if there's cash in front of me.
So
the number's a little different.
So the reason why I say I would do $1 million a month though is because as long as I was getting the money and I could make sure that I was sending it home, right, and keeping people fucking taken care of.
Chilling.
Yeah, I would do them, but that is the lowest amount I would take. I would take 12. The thing is that I know Chi would push me to do it. It's only a year. It's $12 million.
That's all right. That's $12 million.
I don't know. I think I'm too pretty for jail.
Give me the Lil Wayne treatment. That's what I want. I heard he had a fucking like master bedroom in that shit, TV, all that. I'll do it. 12 mil.
Yeah. See. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, years ago, made.
I do a year on my head,
yeah, like,
bro.
had whatever they needed.
That's exactly what I'm saying, Ty. People that don't do time or haven't done time don't understand how quick a year really goes, right? You'd be fine. I'd be all right. SP would survive. Gianna would visit. Right. So that's what would happen if we were getting paid to go to jail. Now, if I'm going to jail for no reason, like just because I did something dumb, then that's a whole different story. But this is like Mr. Beast style things, right? Would you like? I mean, like, could I go to Mr. Beast and live in a fucking bunker for 90 days for $500,000? People do that shit all the time.
Say she's young enough not to remember, but like even if she was old enough to remember, like yo, daddy's going the way of work to work for a year. And that's that.
Yeah.
She'll be old enough to remember daddy left for a year, and she'll also remember that she went from having this to having this. So to her, daddy went to work.
Livy redeemed.
You know what I mean? I guess if the money's enough, I'll tell the
$500.
kids, like, hey, daddy's gonna disappear for a year, but you're set. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, she would visit though, right? But, like that's what I'm saying. Your kids can visit on a weekly basis. They can come 3-4 times a week. You can get a visit every single day if you want. If you're close enough that can happen, you can get a visit multiple times a day from the same person. So
Don't all my kids come to see me in jail?
I understand, but it's $12 million.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Oh,
You're just a pussy. I know. It's okay. You're scared.
I might even do it for half that,
You're
like
scared.
5 mil, honestly.
I don't know, man.
I'm just
We're
kidding.
really hard to get like where I'm at in life. I don't know.
You wouldn't lose anything though. That's the thing. You would have more when you come.
I guess yeah, I know it's hard. Like I'm so associated jail with like I'm fucked. I like doing.
Dang, I thought I
what
was
she said, like,
believable. I got hazy.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't like Diddy's gonna feel it, dude. Because I like being able to do whatever I want to do, and that's not much because I'm fucking poor.
Right.
Like,
so that's what I'm trying to say.
That's like I'm saying. Like this dude had whatever he wanted.
Yep. Give it to me. Yo, if you.
I don't want to give up. Like I said, I'm poor and I don't want to give up what I have.
Right. So let me see if I can find this thing.
I can't even imagine.
Diddy,
Libby over there thinks she's funny, but she forgot the @ symbol. Like I don't even got to think somebody's got this.
He made a show. Like what was his assistant show? Puff Daddy's MTV shows.
Making the Band was one of them.
Making the Band. Yeah, I remember when he made that guy get that cheesesteak for him. That was so funny. He made him guy walk around the whole New York City for a fucking cheesesteak.
And I remember the Chappelle skit more than I remember like Dylon. I remember that. Dylon spit hot fire.
His interviews too have been popping out lately. It's crazy, bro.
He's been placed on suicide watch, and that's the headline. The thing is that you're always on suicide watch as a first-time incarcerated individual.
First time, really?
Definitely. He has never been to jail, bro. Never. He might have been arrested. He ain't spent one fucking minute in a cell.
Okay. Yeah.
Not
I
one
like he
minute.
got arrested for a fight or some shit. But okay,
Well,
yeah,
hold on. Him and Shine got arrested for an attempted murder or something in the early 2000s. But he, like, I guess, pointed the finger at Shine like it was all him. He did 10 years and then got deported. So he's 54 years old. P. Diddy. And look at this shit. See, this is what I'm talking about, right? This is Diddy's literal YouTube page 4 years ago. Whoever edited this really wasn't playing any games 4 years ago. Imagine how many people got violated that night. Look at the comments.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be going off.
This
is one of his parties?
Yeah, everyone now denying they were at his party. Arrest everybody in the video. Me, Mom, can I have a party like this? Mom, forget a party like this, son. You can't even afford an editor like this. Kim Kardashian, Jay-Z.
That's supposed to use next, bro. Jay-Z
Cardi
and
B.
Beyonce. That's what I heard.
L.A. Reid. Like, these are the most powerful people in the world. Travis Scott, Post Malone,
his 50th birthday?
The Weeknd, Jaden Smith.
50 didn't fuck with him. 50 never went to none of these shits.
Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige.
Yo, Cat
Dr.
Williams
Dre.
called all this, by the way.
So
He
50
did. He
Cent's
was one of them that called them out.
50 Cent's been saying it for years too.
Yeah,
Queen
he has
Latifah.
been. Just way back.
I mean, I don't know, man. This is
Call him a fruit pop. I remember that shit. You got like Michael Rubin in there. Like it's not just like rappers and people like from everywhere.
He said, "You're gonna see eventually that the things I'm saying is true."
Yeah, Cat Williams. Talking about?
No, 50 Cent.
Oh, 50. 50
Oh,
Cent.
okay.
Yeah.
Kevin
He said that on
Hart.
Breakfast Club.
Oh, something interesting. Ashton Kutcher Ashton Kutcher on Diddy said something about his parties on Hot Ones. About how he like has so many stories and he can't even like. Ashton Kutcher reveals how he inspired to run Diddy's freak offs with Ashton Kutcher.
On Hot Ones, really? That's crazy.
He said it on Hot Ones.
That's wild.
I have a meeting like at the New York
Intro,
Stock
The
Exchange
Ranch,
later
Chicago Red, Pineapple,
what am I
elevator
gonna
pitch,
do?
explain the
I've always
gram,
amazed me.
fire or die,
Fire
Ghost and
sale!
Reaper, the interview, burn after eating, the last dab. So this doesn't have. Is it this one?
Relax.
Malibu wines. Did you get a chance to?
Oh, Mila Kunis.
In the shadows.
I saw that.
Let's go. Meeting.
All right.
I have some time to go. You know, I can blow it here.
Okay. Feel free.
I don't want to waste too much time, but I found this fucking thing.
We became fast friends.
Here it is.
And we used to just hang out, watch football together. And he came over and I was like, I'm going for a run. He's like, oh, I'll go for a run with you. And so he comes over to go for a run. About halfway through the run, he's like, yo, I'm running out of gas right now. But we had like paparazzi all around us at the time. He's like, you gotta slow down and
So,
make it look like you're
this
not
isn't
slowing
it.
down.
This isn't it. But. Ashton Kutcher question about Diddy a party on Hot Ones.
Diddy party stories. They're our favorite genre of anecdote. If you
really?
have one, yeah.
There we go.
Wow. Okay, I've got a lot I can't tell.
I've got a lot I can't tell.
Can't tell that one either. I mean, like actually cycling through them. There was one moment, so it's not really a party story, but our relationship was really bizarre. So it started over Punk'd.
Yeah.
So he's literally saying I'm cycling through them. Like look at the look on his face as he's like thinking of the debauchery he's witnessed in this place. Like he's literally cycling through it.
Can't tell.
They'll be snitching, so that's why he had to stop and like think about it, you know?
It's weird. I thought he actively like went
cycling
after
through them.
child predators.
He's not a child predator apparently. It's just
No, I know, but I'm saying like Kutcher. I thought like that was something he, or is that like a story?
But P. Diddy's not accused of talking to children.
No, I know that. I'm just saying. I'm just asking. Like, did you hear that, or is that a thing? Is that something I heard, like, a long time ago,
so
like,
he does because he has a cell phone company, right? Isn't that him, or is that
something like
is that
yeah?
Ryan Reynolds.
Reynolds has a cell phone company, but I thought Kutcher would like had this like he actively like he had like some project that he like supported or funded or and was involved with that he
victim.
Or like the organization went after child predators, but I could be wrong.
My organization helped find 6,000 human trafficking victims. Yeah.
So isn't this? I don't know if it's a little weird. But
They apologized for the Masterson letter? That's crazy. I didn't know that. So a year ago, Ashton Kutcher steps down from Child Trafficking Prevention Organization. So look, now we're going down a rabbit hole of Ashton Kutcher's bullshit because he's just fucking on Hot Ones talking about stories. See, this is what's gonna happen.
It was something in regards to his friend, though, right? The guy from the '70s show. They were trying to defend him.
Yeah, Masterson.
oh well, he had said something good. Yeah, because he had said
Yeah,
he was a
said-
character or something.
And then that's what they apologized on, right?
Oh, I didn't realize he had a twin brother. That's crazy. Yeah. Hold on.
Back to Diddy though.
It's all great.
Yeah, back to Diddy.
Him on Drink Champions. That interview been floating around a lot.
The Drink Champs one, yeah, where he's like, he's all drunk with Fabulous and Jadakiss and shit.
Yeah, and
I
you see
like
him like,
it when you
like go
scramble
from like
in
a
and
normal person
scraping
and
for
get
shit.
drunk. Yep, calling everybody daddy and shit. Like, bro, that shit was wild to see him get like that.
Who?
Diddy.
He was
right
trying
here.
to.
Diddy acting sus footage. Check it out.
Yeah, I love this drink. Cheers with you. I like when you like this.
It was Fab and Jadakiss too.
When you scrambling and scraping for shit. I like that.
I'll be practicing.
Yeah.
Did he just call that man daddy?
Mr. Lee,
Yeah, I love this drink.
Where you
Cheers
put my
with you. I
bag
like
at?
when you like this, daddy.
Yeah, where you put my bag
Daddy,
at,
I like
Mr.
when
Lee?
you.
Look at these two dudes sitting there like, what the fuck?
Scrambling and scraping for shit. No.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna go over with that one.
Make a
That
wish.
one.
Like that, for the whole interview, he's getting drunk. He started sober, and this is how he
Yo.
turned out.
I'm in.
So,
You know?
yo, hold on a second. Look at the look of this dude's face. I don't even think Nori wanted to blow that candle out. He looked like, yo, wait, what the fuck's up with this dude? Look on Nori's face when he sees that shit. He's already kind of awkward because of what he was saying, but look at.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go with that one. Go with that one.
Just blow it out. It's your birthday every day.
Every day's your birthday on Drink Champs. God damn it, I'm in.
Where I look back on where I became.
Did you miss me though? For real, because I'm saying it seems like a thing.
I
It
miss
was his
partying
birthday
with
party,
Puff, man.
man. But I'm talking about for your birthday.
Huh?
Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
We partied for my birthday before. You came to my party. And,
No, but me and you ain't never really party. You know what I'm saying? Eyes.
Yeah.
That's so sus,
Bro,
bro. Party, bro. Like, what?
I understand. You know what I'm saying? Yo, okay, so check this out. It's me, Tyrese, Ray J, and F. Gary Gray. You know, I'm a type of nigga, I like variety, man. I like people that's unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? I like different personalities. So I was like, I never knew they would become what they are today. but like, you know, that sounded like the type of night I want to have in Vegas. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. So
Oh, Fab and Jada's like, what the fuck is happening?
So Tyrese kept on talking.
This is a Floyd fight, right?
Yeah. And Tyrese keep on talking about.
I gotta
like,
see
where
we're going next.
And we just like, yo, the night ain't start. You gotta get back for church. We in motherfucking Vegas, nigga. But like, you can go to church next week.
Hobbit.
You know what I'm saying? Send in your thing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing. We in Vegas. Don't be bringing God into the city. Don't bring God into the
trick to see how much what does come out from this.
Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Ray J.
Just so much clips though. But even the one that Ty saying with Charlamagne the God, I saw that one too.
Yo, because here's the thing, wasn't
Put him on blast on that shit, and it was just he was like, yeah, man, I don't know.
Let's see what 50 has to say about it. Did he say anything?
Yeah.
And what about Bieber, man?
50 Cent
Bieber was
called
16 when wasn't Bieber 16 when he went to his Diddy party?
Yeah, he's one of the ones supposedly that he took advantage of.
That's what I'm saying. So it could be some underage.
Supposedly 50 is the one coming out with a documentary on this.
Yeah, supposedly.
He did a situation, and I mean, I believe it, you know, what he's doing with all his shows.
Some major breaking news to tell you about. Sean P. Diddy Combs has been arrested.
It is my man. So the moment you've been waiting for, 50 Cent went on his braiding.
Oh, they finally got Diddy, and guess who's celebrating? I'm gonna have to hide.
Listen, man, 50 Cent ain't playing, man. I know it would.
Is that all he said?
Man.
That's it?
I know.
I know your dad for a long time.
Afterwards, when he got arrested?
That shit. You're guilty as fuck.
Me and Jay-Z out the way so he can run it. And the truth is, I ain't mad at him. I just don't trust him.
So wait, didn't Munchie say something about this earlier? About Jaguar, right?
Another kind of way. He don't
That's the assistant that's spilling mad beans about everything.
The one that's running it. See?
She's calling mad people out too.
Easiest thing to do is to take your
enemy's
feet and hold them to the fire.
Jay is hibernating. He ain't coming outside till this shit with Puff blow over. No
Which is why
brunch.
when that C&D came out, he took all of that Diddy shit.
That's what I'm saying. Supposedly he's
so
next.
Pac got lined by
MMD,
Brother
supposedly.
Love.
Say.
I don't know.
What is it with all of these pretenders?
So Munchie was onto something when she was talking about Jaguar right. Diddy bail denied Jaguar right. Amazed Diddy will stay in jail but cries for Brashad Gray. Diddy arrested Jaguar right. Live reaction bringing her to tears. The uncensored truth. 45 minutes of her talking the truth. 3 weeks ago. 50 Cent go live? Nah, they don't go live together, do they?
Sending some
Sean Combs to finally be honest about some things that he hasn't been honest about. Which
all right, let's get out of here. All right, peeps.
Great leverage for knocking
all right, everybody.
Yo, thank you guys for coming. Have a great day. Have a great night wherever you're at in the world. It's still Friday night for us, though.
Is it?
Yep.
It is.
All right, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.